Hello amigos, and welcome to another update episode of C9. And this time, well, apart from the Night Stalker, which a lot of people, well, let's say they were happy about until, I don't know, people are obviously arguing about how strong her attacks are and etc, etc. Like, I just think people, she's finally out, the Night Stalker is out, just be happy and stop moaning. Yeah, I'm sure there's things that are wrong, maybe there is, there isn't, I'll leave that for you guys to decide. But what we really want to talk about today is the update on the monsters. As you guys know, ever since those pesky green mobs have come out, a lot of people, well, they've not been happy. They are annoying. Well, some of them. I'm not saying, we've discussed this before, I'm not saying that they should be completely eliminated. They do have their place, let's say that. But it does make it very hard for certain players, especially for people who like to solo. And yes, I know that expert difficulty especially and master is to be done with more players. I have nothing against that. I think that's an awesome idea. I think the update on the amount of HP your regular monsters have and bosses was actually a good idea. What I didn't agree too much on was how their other stats went up. They had a lot of attack power, which meant like basically very quick deaths and unnecessary ones. But to talk more about the recent updates is Webson's been talking about changing some numbers, basically asking, you know, finally what our opinions are, which is great to have somebody company listen to what our issues are with the game. So, as you know, they done a survey and asked a whole bunch of players about what we thought about these green and orange mobs, you know, the elite guys. And not surprising, most of the moaning was about them being too strong, too powerful, quick deaths, etc, etc. So Webson's listened to us. We've done the survey, and they already promised to reduce their strength, their HP, just, you know, the damage they do to us. And now it looks like they've implemented even more things to do with these annoying mobs. So, by the looks of it, semi-boss and boss monsters' HP will now be reduced. Semi-boss, I'm assuming that they may be talking about elite mobs, I'm hoping. It would be kind of cool if some of the elite mobs had less HP. I think some of them are way too overpowered still. Like the main villain of an instance supposed to be the boss, but I see more people worried about the elite mobs than the actual boss. I think that's just ridiculous. Like, it's the boss you should be worried about, not their little guardian buddies. But yeah, moving on. Semi-boss monsters will drop auras. So, there you have it. Spawn rate of elite monsters will be reduced. Now, by the looks of it, elite monsters don't actually appear all the time. So I don't know if it was already at 100% and now they've decided to... I have no idea how much they've reduced it by. But I guess this means that people who are soloing will not always expect to have elite mobs. So this does give us soloers like a chance to do harder difficulties now without worrying as much about the elite monsters. I guess it's just a case of basically, okay, you do an instance, and if you need to log out of the instance so that you don't fight the elite mob, well, yeah, you'll be using up your stamina, but that's the only way around it. So I guess people who want to solo will probably have something to do with luck. So if you get no elite mobs, yay, you have a higher chance of getting to the end, and especially with the HP reduced from boss monsters now, it will definitely help a lot. Drop rate of epic equipment will be increased. So yeah, I know some people are complaining because that means that the market for epic equipment will be broken a little bit, but obviously it gives more people the chance to get armors that they couldn't afford before. So in a way, I would say that's a good thing. I know some people are quite against that, but I think that is a good thing, along with the boss monsters HP. I just think, yes, it was a good idea to increase the boss monsters HP. It definitely made the fights a little bit more interesting, but I think more than actually dropping its HP, they should have just dropped the monster's attack a little bit more. And also apparently ignore armor rate of elite and semi-boss monsters will be decreased. So I guess again that will make it a bit easier to knock them down. Webzen also mentions that they will be keeping an eye on the game now with their latest updates, which I think is a good idea. I haven't really gone too deep into it to see how the changes have been effective, but I'm hoping that that means that we can solo a few more instances and it will just be overall more fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed these new updates, letting me know what you think about the new updates. I'm definitely going to be checking them out, trying a few instances, seeing if they're a bit easier, seeing if the bosses are a little bit easier and faster to kill, and see how it goes. Let me know how this changes your gameplay, guys. Are you up for it or not? See you guys later.